He's not gonna be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe, you know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
Elon Musk is making headlines once more, but this time, it's not about electric cars, space exploration, or quirky flamethrower sales. Instead, he's diving into a different arena, the legal system. The billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX has filed an $80 million defamation lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and the hosts of The View. True to Musk's style, the stakes are anything but ordinary. This case isn't merely about a few offhanded comments on a talk show. It's about the broader implications of those words in a world where misinformation spreads as quickly as a Tesla on ludicrous mode. Musk claims that Goldberg and her co-hosts didn't just mischaracterize him, but ventured into reckless territory, amplifying unfounded conspiracy theories with potentially serious repercussions. Love him or loathe him, one thing is certain: Musk's lawsuit isn't just about the hefty dollar figure, it's a fight over the influence of media narratives, the limits of free speech, and the consequences of pushing those limits too far. If you assumed Elon Musk's boldest venture was sending humans to Mars, think again. The tech mogul has set his sights on a new frontier, the courtroom, turning what could have been a routine lawsuit into a spectacle that feels straight out of a primetime special. Elon Musk has filed an $80 million defamation lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts on The View. His claim: defamation, spreading misinformation, and, if you take Musk's version of events, a deliberate smear campaign aimed at tarnishing his reputation. This unfolding drama has it all: conspiracy theories, questions about media ethics, billionaire swagger, and, oddly enough, even cats. The lawsuit stems from remarks made by Goldberg and her co-hosts, accusing Musk and Senator JD Vance of plotting a coup-like takeover if former President Donald Trump were ousted from office.
President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? He's done a great job.
Accusing them of spreading harmful misinformation and damaging his public image. But this isn't just another run-of-the-mill celebrity legal battle. It's Elon Musk, a man famous for his Twitter meme wars and audacious proclamations, squaring off against one of America's most iconic daytime talk shows. The controversy has sparked a media frenzy, with passionate debates erupting over free speech, media responsibility, and where to draw the line between comedy and defamation.
Free speech is meaningless unless you allow people you don't like to say things you don't like. Otherwise, it's irrelevant. And if at the point at which you lose free speech, it doesn't come back.
I think the issue some people have is that a lot of people were brought back. I mean, some people were brought back who were previously banned for spreading things like QAnon conspiracies. You have people like Andrew Tate who were brought back, who were previously.
Who is going to
you accept
decide
that misinformation can be dangerous, that it can cause
Yes.
real-world harms, that it can potentially cause.
Yes, and the point I'm trying to make is that the BBC itself has, at times, published things that are false. Do you agree that that has occurred?
I'm quite sure the BBC have said things before that turn out to not be true.
Correct.
It is.
According to Musk's camp, they were portrayed as shadowy power brokers, scheming like villains ripped straight out of a political thriller. Musk argues that these comments aren't just wrong, they're dangerously defamatory. His legal team claims the remarks suggest a level of deceit and conspiracy that could harm both his reputation and his business ventures.
I'm in favor of freedom of speech. And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning.
And for someone like Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and the unspoken ruler of Twitter, reputation is everything. He's labeling the statements as reckless, unfounded, and driven by malicious intent. Put simply, Musk is saying, this is slander, and I'm not about to let it go. In the midst of the chaos, Whoopi Goldberg hasn't stayed quiet. She insists the situation is being overblown, defending her remarks as lighthearted, and even bringing up her cat in a bizarre metaphor, suggesting that her cat tripping her on the stairs reminded her of political sabotage. But Musk's legal team isn't amused by the feline-inspired defense. They argue that regardless of any humorous intent, the implications of her statements are far from harmless. Words carry power, and when those words are broadcast to millions, they can leave a lasting mark.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs.
The lawsuit has ignited a fiery debate about free speech and accountability. Musk's supporters view the case as a necessary stand against a media culture that often prioritizes sensational headlines over factual reporting. To them, Musk is a defender of truth, pushing back against a system that has been allowed to spread unchecked misinformation. Critics, however, see the lawsuit as a troubling overreach. They argue that allowing billionaires to sue TV hosts could set a dangerous precedent, where the wealthy can stifle criticism through legal intimidation. Free speech, they contend, must include the right to critique public figures, even when those critiques stray into the outrageous. As expected, the internet has picked sides. Hashtags like support Elon and cancel the View are trending, with everyone from casual commentators to seasoned legal experts chiming in. Is this a noble fight for accountability, or just Musk flexing his influence to silence opposition? This isn't the first time the View has faced controversy. Known for its fiery debates and outspoken hosts, the show thrives on heated discussions, but that same approach has often made it a target. Critics have long accused the talk show of valuing drama over accuracy, with some arguing it stirs division rather than fostering meaningful conversations. Musk's lawsuit has brought these long-standing criticisms back into the spotlight, with many noting that The View has a track record of making inflammatory remarks about prominent figures. Critics claim the show's format fuels sensationalism and that its hosts frequently blur the line between expressing opinions and spreading misinformation. However, fans of the show argue that it's designed to spark lively debates, not deliver hard-hitting journalism. They maintain that expecting its hosts to adhere to journalistic standards is unrealistic, as The View is ultimately an entertainment program, not a news outlet. Adding fuel to the fire, old clips of Whoopi Goldberg praising Donald Trump have resurfaced, showing her calling him a friend and expressing admiration. These clips stand in stark contrast to her current criticisms of Trump, and Musk supporters have pounced, labeling Goldberg a hypocrite and accusing her of shifting her stance purely for ratings. Critics of this narrative argue that evolving opinions are natural, especially as circumstances change. Still, the resurfaced footage has amplified claims that The View and its hosts often favor sensationalism over authenticity, adding another layer of controversy to the unfolding drama. For Musk, this lawsuit is about more than protecting his reputation. It's about making a statement. He argues that even entertainment-focused media platforms have a duty to avoid spreading unfounded claims. In Musk's eyes, unchecked misinformation doesn't just harm individuals, it undermines society as a whole. Critics, however, see a different motive. They believe the lawsuit is less about accountability and more about control. When a billionaire wields his fortune to challenge media outlets, it sparks concerns about whether influential figures are using their power to suppress criticism and stifle opposing voices. A particularly contentious aspect of Musk's lawsuit is his claim that The View incited violence. The controversy stems from a comment Goldberg allegedly made about someone tripping Trump. Musk's legal team argues that remarks like these, even if intended as jokes, could be taken as promoting harm. Goldberg later clarified that the comment was inspired by her cat, who has a habit of tripping her on the stairs. However, Musk's supporters aren't amused. They argue that in today's divided climate, even seemingly lighthearted remarks can carry dangerous implications. Critics of Musk, on the other hand, say his lawsuit is stretching the definition of incitement. They caution that treating comments like Goldberg's as actionable could stifle satire and humor in media, creating a chilling precedent. At its heart, this lawsuit goes beyond Musk and Goldberg. It's a reflection on the media's power to influence public opinion and the responsibilities tied to having such a platform. In an age where misinformation can go viral in seconds, the demand for accountability has never been more pressing. Musk's case could establish a significant precedent for how public figures handle media criticism. A victory for Musk might embolden other high-profile individuals to pursue legal action over perceived defamation. A loss, however, could reinforce the principle that free speech, no matter how imperfect or controversial, deserves protection. Leave your comments below and let us know what you think. Are you Team View or Team Musk?